Okay. Okay, I swear this was my office. Where the rooms were different. Something's off. Something is very, very off.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The hell? Maybe something's off. I really coffee. Dang. Can't see a thing. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Check the
wave of
schedule.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
$43. Re-review. The heck? Okay, so obviously I wouldn't be. I mean, it's 43. I missed the meeting. Uh, 4-3 meeting. But they would already know. Oh my god, I'm super late. Also, way after work. I mean, it's closing time. Why are we arguing graphs? Push for new coffee machine. R&D. I keep telling those guys we need to just get a Keurig. But how? Oh, Chris, how did? Oh, crap. Worried about this stuff. Can't read stuff at the. Yeah, who moved the desk? They moved mine as well. They had a meeting. They didn't even clean up. The janitor hasn't been in here. We need to put a janitor, add a janitor on the list. That's reviews. Maybe, but that's sport portioning. Okay. Why I never come to these because they're always dumb ideas. It's like a good idea and then followed by a bad idea. Like the worst sandwich I've ever had. We don't hire teenagers though. Don't do anything with teenagers. Oh, great. And we're trying to. Okay. Yeah. Whoever this, I mean, I'm all for recycle bins, but you need to be fired for the idea of getting trash bin. Uh, yeah, this is why I don't meetings, because every meeting it's about a stupid idea. Now we're on graphs. The last one was about polls. It's telephone directories. Yeah, see, that's why I haven't been fired, because I generally been sleeping and looking like, oh, monetize free to put. Yeah, I need a new job. I need a new job, so then I can just tell somebody about someone trying to monetize free to play. They can tell them about, and I won't. It's like, and that way I won't get fired. But when I get sued, if I tell them about trying to monetize free, want to be sued about that? Yeah, I think that's a company policy. Take to the grave everything. What the? Also, where's it? Oh, the projector's up there. Uh, eh, uh oh, we really need to. I imagine that projector's just running super hot at this point. I imagine it's just running super hot. Especially with that error that nobody supports me. Alright. Let me get Chris or whoever out of the broom closet. Hey!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
Chris?
here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Chris? Okay. Oh, nobody here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, these tools are super old.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
We're missing a mop now? Of a broom.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You know, I could use one of these wrenches.
You do
This
realize
adjustable
there's no
wrench here.
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said
And I
Stanley
could use this
walked
pipe wrench.
past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
But
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this
pliers.
closet is of absolutely no significance.
staple-
To the
no,
story
that's not a staple gun.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
not a duct tape, though. Old, but it's still duct tape.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll
Whoever-
say, "Oh, did
Oh,
you
wait,
get
there's the
broom
adjustable
closet
wrench.
ending? The broom closet
I am
ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I am taking the. I gotta remember to come here. There's still stuff I can rate.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how
Who the
stupid
heck
he
is
is.
talking?
That or with drug money.
I am half
Also,
asleep and
Stanley's
I
addicted
feel
to
like I'm hearing
drugs and
voices.
hookers.
I feel like I'm hearing voices.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
That's
You got
rubber.
to this broom closet, explored it a
Can't
bit,
really
were just about
sell
to
that.
leave because there's nothing here.
People buy
but
copper.
A physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, The
Need
responsible
to clean
thing
this
is to
place.
alert someone nearby so as
You need
to
to
ensure
replace
that
this
your
broom.
body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless
Oh,
human
no, wait,
physiological
no, that's not cop.
vulnerabilities.
That's
It's indicative
a
of the
loot.
long-term sustainability of your species.
Yeah,
Please remove
that's a
their
loot.
corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I gotta remember to raid this place. There's still some useful. There's at least useful tools here. Oh wait, is that copper wiring? Oh, I could probably make a cool 50 off that. Wait, this reminds me of that time. This reminds me of that news report that people broke into this guy's house, and not only did they steal the appliances, not only did they ransack it to steal the appliances, but they also ripped out all the copper in the, like, inside the walls. Wow, those guys were desperate. Guess I better go find some. The heck you got me here for? Play whatever you want. Play the game. The controls. Simple. There's not really joysticks in. Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee
What the?
you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, why is it insulting you? Look, just play. I really don't want to play. I'm gonna play.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's
What?
a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. The fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
Are you?
I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I don't play games to be insulted. But dude, you should just keep playing. Just ignore that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's been trying to talk to me this entire game. Just ignore him and keep going. No, I'm not playing anymore. I'm out. No, come back. All right. Oh, better put this back on. Yeah, I get what they're talking about. Oh yeah, someone broke into the dude's house. I mean, yeah, he's dead, but they really shouldn't break into that guy's house just to steal copper. Ain't that down bad for it? I mean, I know copper goes for a lot of money, but jeez. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, if I go to the boss now, feel like that's not gonna work out. I shouldn't. Should. Alright. God, I'm so tired. I'm not gonna talk to my boss. He's gonna fire me on the spot for being tired. Really need to. What the? How did you end up parking here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post.
I'm more
during
concerned
night
how you
hours.
parked
He might
here.
be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed...
And your lights are still on.
His boss would think he was
Yes, she came
crazy.
through there,
And
but
then something occurred to
that's a
Stanley.
damn good
Maybe,
parking job,
he thought to
though.
himself, maybe I am
For how much
crazy.
little space you
All of my
have.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out
mean,
of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Yeah, I guess you could.
None of it made any logical sense.
Wait, is
And
this
as
Chris's
Stanley
car?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
Okay,
last, he came to the conclusion
I need to take
that
a
it'd be
right
on the tip
and
of
left
his
somewhere.
tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
But yeah.
This is all a dream.
Oh.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
Oh, this is the
weren't
worst
actually
dream
wrong.
ever, though.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I have
So,
to be
he imagined himself flying.
worst dream ever,
and
though.
began to gently float above
In the
the ground.
same stuff.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken
I always
up.
wanted to go to space.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing
Where
and thinking?
is that voice coming from,
Now
anyway?
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
But
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
What?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have
Has
to
to be
take
coming from here.
responsibility for himself?
has to be.
Stanley
that's Ace.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
There's
that
no
this
way
was,
it
in
could
fact, a
be-
dream.
there's no way I'd
Did
be
the voice not
stuck
seem
in this
clever to
room.
make the magical stars just
real.
a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part
There's
of
no way
himself,
these rooms
too.
would repeat
Surely,
unless
if he could
it was
just...
controlled outside.
He would prove it. He would
So,
prove that he
yeah, I'm
was
in a dream.
control.
A
that
a
this was
bad dream or nightmare, but
So he
God.
closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me
Be
continue
sure this is not
pushing
going to
the
work, but
buttons.
I have to try
Please.
something.
It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my
Stuck in an
job.
amp pedal.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Not awake yet. Sucks.
Stanley began screaming.
Come on!
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Let me out!
Boss, I have an office.
Out!
I'm real. Please, just
Let me
tell
out!
me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Ah!
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any
Let me
other.
out!
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked
Let
to
me
her
out!
place of work. But on this particular day, her
Oh
walk
my
was
God.
interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon
Oh my
turn
God,
to
he's
go call
dead.
for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was
Hello?
obviously crazy.
I
This
want-
much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And
Never
in that
mind, this
moment,
man's crazy.
she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in
We don't pick
control
up
of my
normal
mind.
people in this town.
I know what is real.
But we don't pick up
and
crazy
what
people in
isn't.
this town.
It was comforting.
Crazy
to
people
think
deserve
this,
to die.
and in a certain way, seeing this man made
Uh,
her feel
Ed,
better.
no.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
I can
With
fix
very
that.
important people whose impressions
What?
of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I gotta go to work. Bye.